Today we're going to work on Shomenuchi Nikyo. We're going to do the wrist wrap method as opposed to the shoulder method. As Sammy comes, his shomen should be right down the center line. He wants to cut me through, and he doesn't want to telegraph this, so when he steps, he should be cutting. Okay? So he should just be cutting already as he steps, so that I have to work on the timing of my strike. If he comes slow and does all this, I can bring it up whenever I feel like it. I don't want it to be like that. I want it to be reaction. I want it to be like spark. So it's like whoa. So I'm caught off guard. That's how I want it to be. Okay? Now, when we do this, come here. Come this way slightly, just so you can see the back of your shoulder. So as it comes, it should glance off here. Go slow. Okay? Should come down. Go ahead and hit center. You should be going for the center of my head. If I stand here, I need to deflect it. There's no doubt about it. I need to deflect it. Okay? But I'm going to be stepping slightly to take some of the brunt off that. So I'm sliding at an angle here. This one is my feeler hand. This is the one that's going to control his wrist. So again, inside, so that I can smack it into his hand, which not only forces a grip reaction, but I can trap his hand over top. We're just going to roll it in. You want a 90-degree angle here. This thumb is going to be here at this finger. This one's going to be at the opposite side of the pinky. I'm going to cover the knuckles here. I'm going to drive in, down, and I'm going to roll this hand towards my center. Okay. Let's get a close-up of just the grip. So once I create my block, I'm rolling it down. As this is coming down, I'm going to meet it. And notice I'm slapping it in so I can get a bend in the wrist. Okay. Now, right here, this one's pushing, this one's trapping, locking it to my wrist. 3 different ways of doing this. You can go up and across. This one's just to cause the pain. If you want to control and immobilize, this one's going to hold him in place so I can maneuver him where I want to go. If you do it just straight, you can cause a break and just snap it right there at the wrist. Obviously, we're going to go for control, so I'm going to do palm down as opposed to up or break. Okay. So here, this is pressing in. You want a nice acute 90-degree angle here. Fulcrum first, lever second. Not lever first, fulcrum second. Fulcrum means you tighten here first, then you apply the pressure into it. Same as if you're doing fingers, you don't try the lever first, then do the fulcrum. You do the fulcrum first, and then the lever. And the effect is a lot greater. So let's go ahead and go one time through. So it's here, here. Notice I'm off at an angle slightly. I start here, I end up here. Okay? This is called tenshin footwork. We're actually doing irimi in, and then completing tenshin as we finish off our Nikyo. One more time. Same side. Okay, so here, I miss it. I got a variation. Okay. 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 Same thing. And then you have control. Notice his base. I do not want him standing or kneeling in base. I want him here or here. Okay? I always want his base taken from him. Okay? The variation is if I get too deep, I'm rolling it here. Notice I have the wrist pressure, I have the shoulder. I'm compressing in towards each other and down. Okay? Compressing, pulling, down. Okay? So, Shomenuchi Nikyo, wrist wrap variation.